to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here. Not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 11th ranked team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the handoff. And they'll tackle at about the 23-yard line.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Important second down play coming up. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. And he'll pick up the first down. Stop at the 27.
That is a first down. Good job by this big offensive line and this running back to be able to pick up positive yards. How often have we said that over the years with backs and offensive line play from Nebraska?
First down and 10 now. A pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from their 25. Quarterback drops back. Makes a quick catch. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
And the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
They're going to run it. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43. The Cornhuskers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Ball handed off. And tackled after a small pickup there. And the player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check him out. So now it's third and short from the 43. Can he keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? And he fires the football to the right side. This one is broken up and was incomplete.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive. Getting that ball downfield, stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? It's a shotgun run call. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Looking to pass here on second down. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense for a 4-1.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
And that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Not able to connect. Incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary. Tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The Cornhuskers with 1st and 10 here. Here comes a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. An explosive play. They finally grab him, but the ball moves inside the 25. The Huskers looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that run game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, a still-play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition for that defensive line play.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. The pocket breaking down. Good as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Running back grabs it on the screen. Jukes to get past the man. They make the tackles with that screen pass call worked out. They gain the first down yardage.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Now this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line. But how about this play? All 11 guys coming together and stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. The quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, Chris, they come up short of the goal line here, but they've got to still consider going for it. You could try to punch it in from the 2, or I'm sure they've got a couple good handful of 2-point conversion plays that they could use for this kind of situation. Let's see what they can dial up.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Fourth and goal from the 2. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? He'll set up to throw. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense. Right, so it's 1st and 10, back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? It's a solid game to move the sticks as the first quarter clock winds down. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Takes the handoff again. They'll tackle him out across the 20. And the Huskers hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And the defense wraps it up quickly. Got about 5 yards of the completion, and now it's 4th down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Short return tackle made at the 27. Crucial takeaway.
Well, a mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You sit back and cover three. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
Looking to throw it on first down. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. The ball sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Going for a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. No chance to catch it.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Wow, the PAT is no good. Now they get set to kick it away. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
He's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it. Over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. Quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball, I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball. If this one was an interception, he better tighten up his decision.
That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that, and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. He shreds the tackle.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. It's caught downfield. They've got him at the 48. That's a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Cornhuskers have first and 10 here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. It's a 1-yard gain. Second and 9 coming up.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we had a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And now the running back's got it again. The Cornhuskers pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. Fresh set of downs. It's first and 10. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Makes the catch downfield. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
The Huskers looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. Here's a handoff on first and goal. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. Second and goal for the offense. And they're trying to punch it in here. Bates is running to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers. Methodical but effective. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
Empty set as they try for the 2-point conversion. Offense looking to throw the ball. bringing pressure. He'll be brought down so they come up empty on that two-point try.
How about this on his two-point conversion? They come away empty-handed because the quarterback, he's waiting to try to find somebody to break free, create some separation. There's just no one open. Great coverage. They end up coming up with a sack.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Using this stiff arm to gain space. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Look to throw it here on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. See if the offense can move or change with that incompletion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. And the returner will be brought down. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Time running out here in the first half. Wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive in this position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results.
After the PAT, they go up 19. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And the return starts from inside the 20. He's tackled at the 34 after a decent kick return there. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there, maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Incompletion makes it second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. They got him. It's a sack for the defense. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Huskers will kick this away to start the second half. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
The screen pass complete to the running back. They make the tackle, but it's enough for a first down. Good call in this screen play.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch is made. Room to run here. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Going after, not right through. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. So some of that first half lead is gone. This game has gotten tighter. There's some urgency now in this possession. They'll use the ground game here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Cornhuskers will crank up the tempo. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Defense is coming after it. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
I'll say this defense went in at halftime, made some adjustments, and they look like a different group here in these first few plays.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Let's take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
The Cornhuskers look to keep this drive moving. He'll hand it off. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. There's a first snap in the red zone on this drive. And then first down right back to the running game. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Quick throw to the left side. Touchdown. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Heading left after the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Powerful running into the secondary. Explosive play. The game moves the ball all the way to the 30.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
A completion makes it second down.
3:25.
Press coverage now from the secondary. It's a draw play. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And we stop him at the 4 after an excellent run. The Buckeyes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. All right, second down and goal now for this offense. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover. Past the 50. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Huskers. The defense adds 6 points.
Boy, this linebacker showing that he's got some serious speed. I mean, he's been pounding people play after play against the run. This time around, I just thought he might pick it up. He shows us what kind of speed he has. Takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. And the point after is right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it just outside the goal line. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Signs a quick throw. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one. Offense getting set. It's second down. At the be incompletion on first down. We're going to throw it again. Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense in midfield.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. Trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. The game is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now. Play action fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. And he's got some open field ahead. Bulldozing his way past tacklers. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
So here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pass rush closing in. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Receiver makes the grab. He's brought down, and a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
First down and 10.
Clear. Clear.
And he drops back in the gun. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Tackle, but first down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, yeah, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down.
Moves.
From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. It's a quick grab. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the 4th quarter, he comes up with his first catch.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Makes a quick grab. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that first down, breaks the tackle, just comes up a little bit short of the first down.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Well, there's nothing better than that. 4th down and 1, hand it off to your back. He's able to get behind that offensive line and pick up the first down for a new set of downs.
1st and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. On 2nd and goal, they hand it to him again. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Third down and goal. Crucial play coming up. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Field goal here doesn't help the cause. They're going to go for the touchdown here on 4th down. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. No, they stopped him short. The defense with a big 4th down play to protect this lead late in the game. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain. The Huskers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Oh, it's a reverse. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, even though positive yards are gained here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They looked very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
There's a shot toward the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Look at this, he'll go deep again. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. The offense couldn't convert on 4th down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. And the quarterback dropping back, running, and he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the 2nd half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Grab down the middle. It's Guzman. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. Like the defense has to pay attention to it. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice 1st down.
And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. Keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Fighting him off. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And the Huskers come up to the line in a hurry-up. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down. Looking to throw the football. And they heave it deep downfield. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. This one is getting ugly.
Coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And they make the recovery in the onside kick. The offense keeps it for another possession. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
29 Village, ready.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And looking for a big play here. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you...
Here's another interception with wings and track. And a Mets takeaway, the final play of the game.